you look under healthcare in the dictionary, you'll probably see the word expensive. So wouldn't it be great to identify some healthcare steps that make for a healthy body, mind, and bank account? Hi, I'm Rex Rogers, and this is episode number 13 of Discerning What is Best, a podcast applying unchanging biblical principles in a rapidly changing world and a Christian worldview to current issues in everyday life. Healthcare is a long way from what our forebears endured during the 1800s and earlier. Thankfully, we no longer use leeches to suck out poison. We understand germs. We recognize the importance of hygiene. And we've developed a vast array of medicines and medical technology that improve the quality and often the longevity of our lives. But with this advancement has also come increasing cost for the meds and med tech, but also for health and medical insurance to help us pay the bills. Consequently, some argue the government should do more, then do more again, taking care of us with socialized healthcare programs that too often trade benefits for liberties. But take heart, there are cost-free healthcare steps that we can choose. We shared a few of these steps in the last podcast episode, Cost-Free Healthcare 1. So here we go with Cost-Free Healthcare 2. What can we do for a little or no cost that will improve our health? Number 1, avoid narcotics. 53 million Americans, or 19.4% of people 12 and over, used illegal drugs or misused prescription drugs within the last year. Remember the commercial, "This is your brain? This is your brain on drugs and sizzling fried eggs"? Actually, that commercial understated the problem. Hard drugs debilitate not only the brain, but every part of a substance abuser's life. Using is unwise, illegal, and unhealthy. Number 2, don't abuse alcohol. If alcohol and tobacco are included, 165 million, or 60.2%, of Americans aged 12 years or older currently abuse drugs and alcohol. Alcohol abuse slows reflexes, impairs mental processes, increases the risk of several diseases, and often leads to alcohol dependence. It's not called getting hammered for nothing. Number 3, develop a hobby. Hobbies typically involve collecting, accomplishing, enriching, learning, expressing, developing, preserving. Part of the fun is that we don't have to do these things. The very unnecessary character of many hobbies is evidence of the creative talent we possess as imago Dei, being made in the image of God. The capacity to develop, arrange, or make is a form of investing ourselves and our values in the created order. It's a God thing, which raises our quality of life. Number 4, forgive. The man or woman who does not forgive is the man or woman who is hurt in perpetuity, embittered, and enslaved. Meanwhile, the unforgiven often go on unscathed. Jesus commanded us to forgive not 7 times, but 77 times, i.e., unto infinity if necessary. Forgiving doesn't exonerate another person. God still brings things to account. Forgiving is a divinely enabled act that releases us. You probably know someone who hasn't forgiven a parent dead for 25 years. It's sad. Unforgiveness is a cancer of the soul. I can't prove it, but I think unforgiveness is the number 1 sin in the Christian church. Number 5, avoid sex outside of marriage. Friends with benefits is a hip phrase communicating the general moral state of our culture. It denotes unmarried friends who have sex sans commitment whenever they're inclined. But sex outside marriage is neither as casual nor as inconsequential as commonly believed. On the contrary, certain pathologies form a scary list of direct and indirect consequences. STDs, unwanted pregnancies and sometimes abortions, broken marriages, and additional psychological, spiritual, and physical forms of duress that can last a lifetime. This podcast is about discerning what is best. If you find this thought-provoking and helpful, follow us on your favorite podcast platform. Download an episode for your friends. Number 6, serve others. If you're feeling depressed, down in the mouth, or logy, focus upon someone else's problems. Then help them. It's amazing what love one another does to one's perspective, feelings, and even actual circumstances. Number 7, don't speed. From our youth, we've heard speed kills. It does. Number 8, get married. Now, I'm hard-pressed to argue that this one is cost-free, but researchers have repeatedly made the case that married people are healthier and tend to live longer than unmarried people. It seems God knew what he was doing when he said it's not good for the man to be alone. Of course, women have always known that men would make a mess of things if left to their own devices. Number 9, get a pet. Again, not sure this is truly cost-free, but with the dividends, the costs are minimal and worth it. People who own pets live longer, healthier lives. It's called pet therapy. Go figure. Our Brownie the Beagle has a philosophy, a consistent one. If I say I'm really stressed, Brownie says, let's go for a walk. If I say such and such happened and it's a bummer, Brownie says, let's go for a walk. Me, my favorite team just lost. Brownie, let's go for a walk. Me, the world is coming to an end as we know it. Brownie, let's go for a walk. The moral of the story is, if you need near cost-free healthcare, get a dog or other pet. Pets are less expensive than Peloton or gym memberships, and they ask very few questions about our problems. They focus on the joie de vivre, the joy of life. Cost-free healthcare is in our grasp, just a choice or two away. Live without self-induced health problems. Live longer. Deciding to live healthy is a matter of God-honoring stewardship. Well, we'll see you again soon. For more Christian commentary, be sure to subscribe to this podcast, Discerning What is Best, or check my website, REXM as in Martin, that's rexmrogers.com. And remember, it is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm.